Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I got this Tapo smart home security camera. Tapo is a smart home brand by TP-Link. I'm pretty sure you guys heard about TP-Link, right? More than 10 years ago when I built my first PC, I used a Wi-Fi adapter from TP-Link. It's a small USB dongle, just plug in and you can connect to the Wi-Fi. I'm using a Wi-Fi router, it's from TP-Link. And also my smart doorbell is from Tapo. Today, just like our normal routine, we're gonna unbox this, take a look inside, and then we're gonna set it up and test it out. Let's get started. This is Tapo C575D. They call this outdoor dual lens security camera. But in my opinion, those are two individual 4K cameras, so this should be dual cameras. And the top one, it has 175-degree wide angle lens. And the bottom one, it has up to 18 times digital zoom in, able to rotate 360 degrees and tilt 120 degrees up and down. There are two individual 4K cameras. I think this is pretty cool. They also have AI detection, able to follow human, pets, or even cars. I think the best part is like there's no monthly fee. That's why I got a doorbell. It's from Tapo. Instead, like a Ring camera, you have to pay a monthly fee. That way you can access to your video footage. And also they own the rights to increase the price anytime, just like Netflix, Amazon Prime, any of the subscription service. Just give you guys some idea. So you can have this fixed lens facing the backyard. And you have this pan-tilt lens facing the driveway because this is mostly like traffic. You can photo people, delivery guys, or people trying to steal your package or anything. So you're facing to the driveway. But the other camera just facing the backyard to cover 170-degree angle. There's a smart app. It's called Tapo. You can download this. That way I can use with my doorbell. And also works with Alexa, Google Home, which is pretty cool. All right, let's open this up. I think there's some instructions in here. Actually, this is wall mount sticker. So you can use this as guidance to drill the holes. And then there's a quick start guide. Right here, this is a power adapter. It does require a constant power. Right here, this is a camera. As you can see, the bottom ones, you can rotate 360 degrees. Up and down a little bit. That's pretty cool. This is a mounting bracket on top. You can just take it off by sliding it out. There you go. So once you secure this on the wall, you can just slide in to lock in the camera. In the box, you're also getting some waterproof cable attachments. There's mounting screw, mounting anchor. There's also a waterproof seal. By the way, this camera is rated for IP67. That means like even if you have a storm coming, it's okay. As long as you don't submerge this in the water, it can survive basically any weather. In the back of the camera, you can insert up to 512 gig micro SD to keep all the footage locally. And on this side, looks like a reset button. You can also talk through this camera. Like, you want to talk to somebody, they can hear you. There's a speaker here. Of course, you can rotate this brackets however you want to mount it. It does have an option. It's for PoE, for stable power and the connectivity. But I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use this. I'm just going to use the power instead. There's one thing I'm going to do right now is to waterproof this cable. Since I'm not going to use this port, there's like instruction how to do it. So I'm just going to do this really quick. So I'm going to grab the O-ring, put it here, pretty much evened out, and then twist it. So this part is sealed. Grab those two small pieces. Put in, just put in here. Just close the cap. All right, there you go. Now this is waterproofed. By the way, I normally keep the screen protector on, especially for the lens, until I finish the installation. So you don't have to remove this right now. You can wait until everything is settled down and then peel this off. That way I just want to protect those lenses. I'm walking outside my house. This is my front yard, trying to find the best location for this camera. At the end, I'm deciding to put the camera right here. So this is what I'm thinking. This wide angle one while facing my front porch, cover 170 degree. And then this tele lens one while facing kind of like a driveway and also this road, because this is really a high traffic area. If anything happens, they're gonna come from this direction. So that we can track people, human, or any pets. This is how it looks like. One camera facing the front porch, another one is facing the front yard. The only challenge for this camera is this is not a battery or solar powered camera, so you do need constant power. And this cable is not like super long. You can run inside the house and come out. This is just my temporary solution. Just plug into another extension cable, go inside my house and connect to the power. But I will eventually replace this outdoor lights with a receptacle underneath. Here's a picture of that. So after I replace this light, I'm able to just plug in from the bottom, or some of the receptacle is on the side, so it's pretty low-key hidden right here. I can do a better cable management, tug in the cable on the top. It's pretty good to give me this mounting template sticker. I just have to drill 4 holes, and that should be it. All right, the 4 holes are ready. You can also put a mount anchor in there, or you don't have to, so this is totally up to you. Since behind this is just a wood, I'm gonna directly put a screw on there. All right, so we got those 4 holes ready. Now I'm gonna install these brackets. And then the next one, I'll put a diagonal. That way it's kind of even out on the square. All right, this is secure now, so I can just slide in the camera. That's it, the camera is secure now. Now the camera is mounted, I'm able to remove this screen protector for the lens. Looks pretty good. And also this top one, you can actually tilt it down or up. So when I'm mounting this high, it's better to tilt it down. And this one is gonna turn outside. For the security camera, I'm using this Team Group 128 gig high endurance micro SD. This one is specially made for security camera because you have to record for a long footage. It's gonna keep recording on this SD card. That's why this especially says high endurance. This camera is installed now. You can see I'm able to control this to turn forward. You can go up. Wow, that's pretty cool. So now it's aiming the straight. Actually, I want to look at my driveway. Go up, up. There you go. So anything happens in that window, it will be recorded. So I'll just press down for now and finish. Now I'm just gonna go in there to take a look. Two-way voice. Yep. So you actually get a split screen. That's actually pretty cool. Somehow it says me, it detects a person because this wide angle lens detects me, and then this tele lens just rotated back and look at me. Let's go through the setting really quick. So for the detection, you can turn on auto tracking. There are different options for person, vehicle, pet. You can track all the activities as well. And the detection zone, I just set up for all the detection type I set up earlier. That way it will track human, vehicle, pet. And for example, like motion detection, you can set up for both of the cameras, like the PT lens and the fixed lens. You can adjust the sensitivity. Right now I have on 6. So this setting can apply for motion detection, person detection, and for the person one, there's auto exposure. I just want to turn this on. There's also a setting for camera tampering. That means if somebody covered the camera, and then you can get a notification or you can make this sound alarm. There's a smart dual tracking. I keep that on. So that way PT lens will automatically track the target that is detected by the fixed lens. For this one, I only turn on for person tracking. I have the tap to focus on. That means if I just long press on the fixed view camera, then the PT view camera will automatically adjust to focus on that target. Under video and display setting, for night mode setting, I have on the infrared mode. For the video quality, there are 4K or 720p or auto. This really depends on your internet connection, how big is your SD card. So in this case, I'm going to leave this on 4K. There are a lot more settings. You can go through this. There's just so many options, so many personal preference. You guys can set up based on how you like. Now let's take a look at the main interface. So you can take a screenshot, record a video, talk through it, pan, tilt the camera, make alarm, privacy mode, or you can just have a single view. That way you don't see 2 cameras. Let's take a look at an example recorded just today. So when you are in vertical, you're able to see both cameras next to each other and timestamps in the bottom, so you can select different events. And when you are in horizontal, you can select different cameras, switch back and forth, or even move the cameras to different corners. You can change the playback speed. You can either go fast or slow down. In the bottom, for each event, you also get a timestamp. That way you can also zoom in down to the minutes and to select which part you want to play back. This is a 4K video I downloaded from the camera. The bottom right corner one is a view from the fixed lens. And the main screen one is one can rotate 360 degrees and follow the objects. This is a public street, so it's okay to record anybody. It doesn't break any laws. In this case, this FedEx driver carried my package. It is a pretty heavy package. I know this thing weighed over 60 pounds. I'm not gonna tell you guys what this is. In my next video, I'll show you guys. But I don't know why he doesn't use a dolly. You can see the camera follow him all the way to the doorstep. And he just dropped my package there. The problem is not just he dropped my package, is he doesn't use my doorbell. I got a perfect doorbell from Tapo. That way I can hear that even I'm upstairs. Who gonna hear if you just knock on the glass? I'm just gonna be honest and straightforward. This FedEx driver, he doesn't know how to work smart. This part I'm just gonna fast forward. He basically walked back to his truck. And then he came back with a sticker. It's something like, oh, sorry we missed you. We need a signature or we cannot deliver this item. We're gonna do another attempt. But think about it. If he just rang my doorbell, then I was able to hear that. He doesn't have to carry this heavy package in the 90 degrees weather. He doesn't have to come back again. I mean, hopefully it's not this guy, because this is not the first time they don't ring my doorbell. I'm pretty sure it's the same guy who delivered my package, just knocked once and just left. There's no way he doesn't see my doorbell. He looked at my door so many times. I don't know how come this guy missed. It was so obvious. And now the camera just follow him, carry this heavy package, walk back to his truck. Let's take a look how he dropped the package back into his truck. Wow, he really just tossed down like that. I'm 100% sure he didn't even realize there's a battery logo on this package. That means it could cause fire if the battery is damaged. I'm really pissed off this guy how he treat his work and how he treat the customers' items. This is unacceptable. A huge thanks to Tapo dual lens security camera. This gave me a 4K clarity with AI tracking, 360-degree rotation. I'm able to capture every single detail of the driver did. And the most important part is you don't have to pay any subscription. Just buy the camera and you are set for life. Alright, this is pretty much the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And make sure you guys check out this product in the description. There's the Amazon link and also TP link offered us a discount code. That we can get this for around $100. Make sure you guys give me a like and also subscribe if you haven't. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.